Hey, feasters, it's Jason, or Rezzz if you'd like, and I'm answering your questions so that you can get past the bumps in the road to building a profitable freelance business. And today's question is really inspired by two people. The question is, how does the house run with two stay-at-home freelancing parents? And as I said, this is an inspired question by two people, one of which is Scott, who's a Feast member, who sent me an email yesterday that said, I do not know how you find the time to do all that you do. And then another person who I've known for some time through Twitter, Amber Turner. Go check out her site at amberturner.com. She posted an awesome article talking about her life and the transition that she's going through both in her professional freelancing career and personal life, and really trying to figure out how to blend those two. In this article, she talked about, and I'm paraphrasing a bit here, but on how the content around freelancing nowadays talks about the things that other freelancers have done in the past, but are a bit out of touch because they no longer do freelancing, right? This is something that resonates really strongly with myself. The other part of the article talks about content that is focused in on the business end of freelancing. And this content even talks about how freelancing can give you the life you want, yet it doesn't talk about the life part of it or the journey as they walk through these things. You aren't alone, Amber. I've noticed both of these types of content a lot lately. Freelancing has been around for a while now, and in all facets, but really just in modern times, in the way that we perceive freelancing nowadays. And I feel that if you are a few steps removed from your last freelancing gig, then you may be also a few steps removed from what's working today, because businesses evolve, right? And how you do sales, how you get in front of leads, how you generate leads, how you fulfill projects, the tools that you use, this is always changing. And especially in the modern day freelancer life kind of thing, every day it seems like there's a new tool out there. So, I'm with you on that point. I also talk about all the time living the kind of life you want. I try to mix in what's going on with my life, with the house, family, friends, and everything else. But I know I could provide a little bit more insight or window into that as well. So the inspiration for today's show is attributed by these two people. Look, my wife is a newly minted freelancer. And she's doing that really just so that she can be home with TJ, right? Our son, our 1-year-old son. She has some clients and has some work to do during every single day, but she's able to manage that during naps and even waking up earlier before TJ does, and, even breaks during the day. Since I'm more established, I guess if that's what you want to call it, I guess I've just been really doing it longer, so I have more clients and more work. I tend to work full long days, right? Like, I wake up at 5:30, start to work around 6:30, and I work all the way until dinner. And I'm the majority of the income for the house. So one thing that we both want, though, is to be home, really for each other and TJ as well. To be able to take him to things like Gymboree and swimming lessons and see him participate in those things. Really, and, hey, let's be honest, to spend some time in the yard because it's an awesome and sunny afternoon. In order for us to both keep on the same page that, to get things done, so to speak, in our businesses, we coordinate our calendars at the beginning of every single week. We make sure that if one of us has calls to take, that the other blocks off time in case, it's not nap time, right? And we kind of have to chase and corral TJ and stuff, right? Another thing that we do is make sure that we each get time to ourselves, right? Whether that means getting out of the house to meet up with some friends for an evening, or if grandma comes over to babysit, TJ for a little bit while me and Joanna go out for a nice dinner, right? So those things are important too. Final thing that really hits home, especially for freelancers, is if one of us has a deadline or some high priority work that needs to absolutely get done, the other makes sure that we block off time, right? Even if it's something where we have to change schedule around so that there is quote unquote TJ coverage. It might even be a point at which, to ensure a quiet house, a store run with TJ happens, right? Bottom line, communication is really key here. I mean, let's be real though. I mean, the house wouldn't be in order if it weren't for Joanna. She's the one that keeps it all humming along nice and smooth. She deserves all that credit, right? So thank you, Scott and Amber, for today's inspiration. Is this the type of content that you want to hear more of? Tweet me at Rezzz and let me know. If you have a question outside of anything that we talked about today, or even included today, ask Rezzz. That's me. By dropping me a tweet, an email, or leave a comment in iTunes, you can go to rezzz.com/iTunes, and I'll be happy to answer it for you. Until next time, it's your time to live in the feast.